background. I will get it fixed one day though. All right, folks, this is an experimental reading, just so you know. I've actually been doing a lot of experimenting behind the scenes, but this is a video idea that is not new or original whatsoever, but God, I want to do it. Just the way to do it is the question, because I am a person that's very analytical. And when it comes to doing readings like this, the reason I typically don't do them and why you don't see them on the channel is because I'm very particular when I see a card on where it's going. And that typically means about a 20-minute story. That's not going to work for tarot and live readings that involve 12 signs. So, this is a potential format that might work, which is just literally pulling cards for each sign, 3 each total. I actually have a format. I'll see for the first sign how it goes, and then if it doesn't work out and it's going too long, then I will adjust it to the backup idea. Please, no expectations. I only did this live just for anyone that wanted to watch it, because who knows, maybe there's a message for you. We're doing Aquarius, Leo, Pisces, and Virgo for this particular test read on what you need to know right now. And no, I'm not picking Aquarius just because I want to pick my own sign. It's legitimately, these 4 signs for some reason seem to be what's screaming to me to be read. All right, Aquarius, what do you need to know right now? We're going to first look at your general situation. First card's going to pertain only to you. Aquarius's overall energy, please. General situation. Current situation. Whatever situation you would describe as now. What do we need to know? There's a reason why we're going to ask this. Knight of Swords. So it would suggest here, Aquarius, that you are in an energy of wanting to assert something, do something, take charge after something. So I would imagine that you are trying to establish, or go in a different direction, or just be a brand new Aquarius. The question is, where? Where? I don't know. A Knight of Swords, though, does kind of suggest you want to basically become known. External messages. What does Aquarius need to know about everything that's not Aquarius? Or not internal stuff, should I say. What does Aquarius need to know about the external environment? Sorry about the damn... Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Sorry about that. I put it on silent. I keep screwing it up. So we have the Hierophant showing up here. 2 more messages, please, for Aquarius. Okay, well, you got full... no. There was 3 cards here. I'm going to take them as one message. Okay, so that way I can just summarize it. Give me 1 more for Aquarius. Okay. Alright, fuck it. Aquarius, let's do this. Alright, so Aquarius, first thing out is Hierophant, suggesting here in some ways that you need to ground yourself for some reason. I don't know who this would apply to, because the Hierophant does talk about, in some ways, faith-based things, religious things, foundations, commitments, traditional things. So why would you need to know about those? Probably because you're doing the opposite of that. My guess. We'll get 1 clarification, see if anything else comes out, but tell me about the Hierophant. Why do you want Aquarius to know about this? Well, I wouldn't say 100% full rebel there, Aquarius, but it does suggest in some ways that you need to do one of 2 things here. For those of you Aquarius that are stuck, in other words, you have some type of relationship, or there's a past pain, trauma, whatever. There's something about your situation. Actually, what am I saying? This is not even love. This is just going to be your general situation, Aquarius. So you have some type of hurt or pain or problem that you're carrying with you, and I think in some ways it is affecting your overall situation. This won't apply to every Aquarius because there are some Aquas out there that are doing exceptionally well for themselves. But this is going to apply to an Aquarius that is feeling like life is shit, or they're always constantly feeling the, I don't know, the negative side of the stick. It's like waking up in the morning, having your coffee, and it's like getting whacked into the face over with some bullshit. And you're like, what? I mean, why? Why? All right. Three of Swords can refer to that. It could also refer to just the way people have treated you, or maybe that you don't feel like you're getting the kind of reciprocation that you want. But whatever the case is pain. It's something that is bothering you and your situation. Now, the problem with that is that if you don't deal with it, it's going to continue on obviously influencing your life. And in influencing it, it means that every decision that you make is now going to be coming from an influence of pain and being pissed off. All right. Now, I'm not saying that you're constantly just all day long irritable and pissy and whiny and stuff like that. That is not what I'm saying at all. But what I am saying is that this is influencing how you are perceiving the world, how you perceive relationships. When you come into, should I do this or should I do that, or what do I want to do with my time? Whether you're thinking about it or not, there's an influence of this. Now, how would you know if this really applied to you? Have you been pissed off more than once this week? Have you been very upset with how the outcome came with certain things, or why you don't have certain, I don't know, like a situation that others have? You know, something where you're just kind of feeling like down in the dumps, or just feeling like it's frustrating. That it's like every damn time I'm trying to get ahead, I just get, something comes out of, the right field or something like that. A Hierophant can suggest here that either A, if it is something that is related to like a serious internal conflict, if you're not able to resolve this by yourself, then it's probably wise that you need to go and find a counselor or someone that can help you with that. If it's nothing to do with really pain or just like, like a trauma or something that's setting you back, it does also kind of suggest that trying to find these external solutions to whatever this problem is, Aquarius is known to try and find very inventive and creative, well, not creative, but very sophisticated ways of resolving something. All right. If you're finding it's a paralysis of analysis situation, start going back to the basics. All right. It could also suggest that in some cases, the advice that you get from spirituality, whichever way you want to see it, can also pull you out of something. But the problem is that if your mind is influenced easily by whatever, if it's pain or betrayal or something like that, it's got to be something that's carrying with you for it to be showing up here, that is kind of swaying you more than once throughout the week. It's kind of suggesting some ways, again, things that are tried and tested that may not be flashy or sophisticated, but they're just simple. They work, right? And that could just be simply going, I don't know, going back to an idea that you think is just like, if you're, let's say, trying to do a business or something, and it's like, fuck, you're trying to do this, you're trying to hit it out of the ballpark with like an exceptional game plan, or you're trying to design or something like that. Maybe that's, on paper really good, but in practicality, trying to make it work, can you? Or is it just causing you a bunch of frustration and going in circles? Money dumped down, and then it's like, you're putting the money down, but it's like you're not seeing the results, and then it's more and more and more setbacks. Maybe you need to just go back to something that works, that you've done before. So it could be something as simple as that, or it's talking as an extreme about, like I said, just an emotional pain that could be from a relationship or somebody that really hurt you, or just your general perspective that you just feel like you've been fucked or screwed. But either that's seeking someone that's, like I said, you could trust, counselor in general, or somebody that or it's revising your plan to something that's more simple and going back to roots that are more comfortable and stable for you, that are familiar. It doesn't have to be new and imaginative all the time. All right, I'm so done with that message. Next message, 10 of Cups in reverse. Suggesting here some type of connection. This would have been something that was very emotionally, this must have been either A, a marriage, Aquarius, B, a long-term commitment, C, Could even be a friend that was like you're, I guess, really close with. And the other possibility is this is just talking about your general home life is not going well here. It almost suggests like like an absence, or just feeling disappointed, or just alone maybe. Tell me about the Ten of Cups in reverse, or it could even suggest in some ways, like you just feel like a disconnection, if it's one thing or multiple. Here we go. Page of Pentacles. Okay, so now I actually take back what I just said. It's kind of weird. Give me 1 minute here, Aqua. Tell me more about this Page of Pentacles. Actually, so Aquarius, this is almost suggesting that you kind of feel like something is in ruin as far as a connection, but it's talent. Just about as I was just about to tell you, and now it gives me something that's like another option here. Definitely another option. Okay, so okay, so this is suggesting here that there's something that you've been a little bit. It would have had to have been something emotionally significant, all right? Being Cups energy tells us one thing: it's water, right? So whoever or whatever this is something that you have put quite a bit of an emotional investment in. Problem is, it's reversed, so you're disconnected from it. Either that was a separation through marriage, a breakup, or it's just something that in general you just feel fucking disconnected from. All right, this is the general portion, so it's supposed to be more general stuff, but I mean, to me, like, I don't know, marriage, for example, or a big relationship could affect a lot of general things, I would suppose, or I would think. It's kind of highlighting here for some reason that you're wanting to reapproach it and work with somebody or put effort into it, because the Three of Pentacles doesn't always have to be a teamwork situation. It can just be simply you want to put work into something. The question is, what is it that sunk to the ground or is not working out or you're disconnected from that you want to put this effort into? Why is Aquarius so interested in this? Tell me more about this Ten of Cups in reverse. So this is something that you feel is literally a wish, something you manifested for a long period of time, or it's really meaningful to you. So this should be something that you already know about Aquarius, I would suggest. You've given a lot of your time to as well. What is the holdup for this? What is the holdup? Why is Aquarius not going after this? So there's insurmountable, well, it's not insurmountable obstacles, but you keep seeing that there's too much resistance here. It's kind of suggesting in some ways, like, you know what the answer is here, Aquarius, that you need to basically go and try a different approach here. The different approach, I think, is going to be, in some ways, not what you're thinking, though. Just give me one wild card here, because I'm going to add it to what I'm going to say here. Just in case Spirit has some other curveball before I waste my time explaining. Any other wild cards before I explain what I think here, Spirit? Okay, that is a wild card. Well, okay, well, that completely throws me off. Then why would Aquarius be... Why the fuck does that show up for Aquarius then, if that's... Why is that in Aquarius' energy? The Three of Pentacles and this page. Why is that showing optimistic? Alright, so there's a disconnection here. Fuck. Why would Aquarius, if this is going on, how can there be polar opposites here? That doesn't make sense. Why? Tell me about this. It's going in circles here. Just give me a second, Aquarius. Sorry. I'm trying to make this quick as I can. So what is Aquarius? What is? I mean, I don't understand. Okay, what is Aquarius doing here that's contributing to this? All right, so I know what this is about now, but what a weird message. So what is Aquarius supposed to do then? I don't get that. Wow, what a fucking long message. All right, Aquarius. Essentially, it's talking about a relationship here that you are apparently. The energy is really weird on this. Oh. Well, I can't be every Aquarius though. Clarify that. Apparently I can't. I don't know. This is a weird one here, Aquarius. Here we go. So this is suggesting about a. This is directly. I was trying to. It's in the general messages. So fuck it. We might as well not even have a love portion. So that kind of answers that because that was my. Again, this is experimental reading. So it was either this format or the other, and I suppose my actual format is the way it's going to work. So, Ten of Cups here in reverse is suggesting that this is a person that you've had history with. Okay, those cups don't just get generated out of nowhere. You've had a lot of memories, a lot of good times. You know this person. You interacted with them more than a handful of times. All right. I would imagine that this is a person that you absolutely wanted things to go far with. All right. Now, whatever happened, I don't know. All right, but it's highlighting it here. It's the problem. All right, it's suggesting that you want things, you want to work on it. You want to basically go back to entertain it, start fresh, something around that. All right, you want to. I mean, Three of Pentacles, one way or another, is talking about either putting work into it and good work, or two, it's trying to be cohesive, work with somebody, be a team member. All right, so there's a focus around that, indicating that you are still reflecting on whatever the star energy is, and also that you are still pretty much, in some ways, fashion or another, interested in giving, but it might be selective in some ways. All right. Now, it's suggesting in some ways that whatever this issue is that's going on is that one of the problems that is coming on your side is Page of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse, going to the Ace of Swords. In other words, this is suggesting that you have some type of thinking that you're doing that you're not willing to change. You're basically doing the same thing. In other words, your heart's pretty much already shut off, it would suggest. You're not even willing to entertain the idea of love, even though that you want this. And it's also suggesting in some ways you're open and willing to basically beat this person at their own game, especially if this is somebody that you feel is manipulative or whatever. It's kind of suggesting two can play that game. Um, I think there's a degree that this has been influenced by how the situation has gone. And again, I'm sorry, this won't apply to every Aquarius, but this is what's coming out. It is saying that you need to have a new way of thinking. You got to change something up because this kind of, even if you want to point the finger and say it's nothing to do with you, is that really realistic? It's probably not. All right, there is some degree of this going on your side. But it's saying that you need a new way of looking at this. Even if you feel that this is justified, it's not going to do anything for you. And you have one of two options. You either let this go completely or you stick with it. There was Judgment that came out reversed. I put it back in, but whatever. So there's some confliction there, Aquarius. Now, next thing here is why you're basically at why there's this confliction or whatever going on here. It's suggesting that you're in some ways stuck in this limbo where it's like you're wanting to basically either A, move on, or kind of what I just talked about, either move on or stick with it. But the problem is that I think you're leaning towards still kind of some degree, some part of you is still pulling you towards this. All right. But you're seeing that there's a lot of like problems. It's like there's so much like maybe drama that's happened or where you're at right now or what's going on that you don't you know trying to get to the next like a greener pasture essentially where things are more calm, more stable is just turning out to be a bit of a nightmare. It either never happens or every time that you try to do it it just goes around in circles. All right. It also suggests because of that, you're looking back into the past, always thinking about when things were good. And that does kind of drive part of the reason why you want to still entertain or you think about this person. But in some ways, you know that there's never been any success and it's never amounted to anything. But at the same time, coming back to the Six of Swords in reverse, you've got the Eight of Wands in reverse. You pretty much also know that the situation is something that is pretty much a flop with the Six of Wands in reverse overall. It's just, it never amounts to anything, but you still want to keep entertaining it. It's drawing attention to that. Um, Now, again, the advice kind of component was in some ways recognizing one of two things is that your energy is being split in two different directions with this problem that's going on here. And so what it's saying is that there's no right answer. And if you're looking and thinking there is one, there's not. The left path goes to you get rid of this and you move on with your life. Simple as that. If you do that, then you don't have this problem anymore. And on top of that, you stop worrying about this person and then you go into the next thing. On the other hand, if you want to entertain this, it's suggesting here you already know to some extent what you're going to get. There's been a lot of bad planning and issues and things that have gone on here, but at the same time, using this same kind of mentality is not going to facilitate anything different than it is. So that's why it was kind of suggesting that you either have to change your approach on how you're going to view this, or you don't. And the question is, can you? Because your energy is showing this, but the problem is that this is here. It's a conflict of interest. You can't. This is not a one. It's not a. You can't have your cake and eat it too. And I think this is like a merry-go circle. Like no, not a merry-go-round. It's a circle jerk from hell. So for those of you that I don't know if that's going on for you, that's what it's suggesting here. All right. And then the next thing here, Aquarius, we have for you is the wow. All the messages kind of got lost here a little bit. Oh, this was that crazy like 3-card one. We got the Moon card, the Seven of Cups in reverse, and the Three of Cups. Oh. It sounds like this is pointing some attention here to some Aquariuses that are feeling like they want to have more successes. Like, in other words, the Three of Cups could be a better social life. It could also talk about for Aquarius that just feel like they don't have anything really to celebrate that is of like massive significance. Three of Cups is like being invited to weddings. It could even be your own wedding, getting married. It could be just having a lot of suitors to entertain, social, people to go to the bar with. Some of you may feel like you're lonely or just don't really have like a whole lot of that going on. In some ways, with the Seven of Cups in reverse, it is suggesting that you are kind of aware what the issue is that causes you to be a bit frustrated or kind of set back sometimes. But with the Moon energy is that you don't really know which way to go about it. Or, I don't know, it's kind of like up in the air type thing. This could also suggest for some of you, I'm getting about the success of some type of, I'm getting like hobby or talent. You're worried about something about that. I don't know, like if it's going to be successful. Why is there so much fear here? Clarify the Moon. Or something that you don't know about or you're wondering about. Hangman reverse. So this has been something that I guess has been in contemplation or on your mind for quite some time. How does this relating to the Three of Cups? I just want to check if I'm correct here. Why is Aquarius focused on that? Give me one other card. King of Swords in reverse. So again, you're not Aquarius. So here's the problem. And again, just take what resonates, leave the rest. If it's not you, it's not you, right? But, whenever the Moon card comes out, it generally says that it doesn't matter who the fuck you are, it's probably going to apply to you. And the reason is that it's impossible, no matter how smart you are as an Aquarius, there are just some things that you don't know, all right? You just don't, all right? And the Three of Cups is a great card, as I already described. Now, Seven of Cups in reverse is coming out of any type of confusion state or worry or kind of uncertainty, right? So there seems to be some type of awareness about what it is that's either missing or you're not getting or you desire or you want, all right? But it is something around success. having good times, social life, the good times. It's not you sitting at home, it's you celebrating, having a fun time, doing stuff with other people. Why is there uncertainty around it, right? Or if it will be successful, or if it'll go good, right? When I asked about you, it's giving King of Swords in reverse. It's suggesting in some ways that intellectually you know what the answer is, but for some reason just decide that can't be right. That's essentially what it's saying. So this is talking about self-doubt. And what's weird is that you're mastered in your suite. An air and logic, go figure, in Aquarius. It's suggesting you already have the highest amount of knowledge around this. So how is it that you're choosing not to follow your own mind, essentially? This is not an intuition problem. This is a logical thinking. Like you're out. It's like you come up with the solution and then you're out. I don't know, like out solving it or something and getting a different answer. It's like those people on the test where, well, actually that's a bad example. All right, so what is the advice for Aquarius then on this? If I don't want to dive too deep into what this is all about, Aquarius, take it or leave it, but what is this? Why is Aquarius not trusting Aquarius, I guess, in this? You have swords in reverse. Why is Aquarius stuck? So it's reversed here, but it's suggesting this is the problem. So it's wanting you to basically get unstuck with something. Like, about what? God, it's showing this again, Aquarius. I don't know what to tell you. Whatever this is, Aquarius. Was this a divorce, a marriage, or a long-term partner? We know it's about a relationship based on what we discussed here. I'm trying to think, is there any way I can apply this to business? Just my gut tells me it's not to do with business. All right, this has got to be a relationship of some sort. But for some reason, you're feeling like a prisoner about some type of whatever relationship of some sort with a significant other of some sort. It doesn't matter if it's your ex or whatever their affiliation is, but it was significant to you, and it hasn't been going well between the both of you, or it's not even like you're not even together at all, like completely separated. But it's keeping you stuck, keeping you trapped. You keep thinking about it, and for some reason, it's saying your attention keeps going there. That it's even causing influence, like I said, in your ability even to really. I think you're still living your life, and I'm not saying things are going to the shitter, Aquarius. But what I am saying is that it's pointing this out because it's saying it's influencing you. It's something that you need to know about. All right. All right. So the next section we're going to do here is going to be about your love. I guess the love component of things. Oh no, I said I wasn't going to do that. You guys want me to ask another question about love for Aquarius or no? Because it was supposed to be these readings are supposed to be like 3 messages, short, general, and then I was supposed to have like a little love. Like, I don't know, 1 message or 2 messages, and that was it. But I kind of feel like it kind of brought love out in the general, so does it really matter to have a love section? So if you want me to ask another love one, I will, but if not, I'm going to move on. Anyone? Anyone? New love for Aqua. Okay, you want... Oh, okay. New love, then. Alright. Fuck it, it's an experimental reading, so we'll do it. It's not that I can't make up a lot of formats and stuff beforehand. The problem is sticking to the formats. That's the biggest issue, because there's always just constant time constraints these days. I didn't have these issues before. And it's driving me up the wall. I can't get readings done, or they're taking too long, or they go into these mystery alleys. And I'm like, I can't have that. That's just not something that's going to work to keep doing this tarot. I want to obviously keep doing tarot, so I got to find a solution, right? Oh, and thanks for anyone that's joining in to watch this test read. I really appreciate you. With that, Cora Bell, thank you. Out with the old. Yes, absolutely. And Gem Goddess, I know you've watched me quite a few times, so thank you. Really do appreciate that. And Janessa Vanessa, or just getting started. I'm just getting started here. Well, I started with Aquarius, but my plan is to try and, I don't know, I'll just see how far I get. I might do 2 more signs. We'll see. All right, new love for Aquarius. Let's do, yeah, we're going to do the Gilded Standard. What does Aquarius need to know about new love right now? One card for Aquarius's overall energy. Spirit. I'll get some incense going here too. Okay, it's telling me to pull from the Everyday Witch, so we'll do that. What does Aquarius need to know about new love right now? First, give me Aquarius's overall energy towards love. Whatever Aquarius needs to know about that. Again, it's highlighting the same thing. 8 of Swords. It's suggesting... Why? I mean, I understand that's not going to be for all of you, but... Why is there so much focus on this 8 of Swords for Aquarius, both in general and in love? Well, I guess it's going to come back to that 10 of Cups. That's why. Tell me about... No, I don't even want to know anything more about that. Alright, so... So, apart from the 8 of Swords, opportunities, new love for Aquarius. Oh. Ace of Cups. Okay. What do I need to know about the Ace of Cups? So there is suggesting... Well, let me just clarify this because I don't want to jump the gun here. Page of Pentacles. Give me one more. So Aquarius, this is not showing a person. This is indicating you. 4 Swords in reverse. So the first message here, Aquarius, is it's suggesting that... One, there's 2 things that need to go on here. With this Ace of Cups, most times a reader will probably suggest and say, well, yeah, this is somebody that's coming in and giving you some type of love opportunity or something. That's not what it's saying in this case. It's suggesting directly that I already knew I was going to pull something about this, all right? For those of you that have any past, I understand that we all want to just get onto the new, all right? But if you have some situation that was meaningful or some connection at X or whatever, how would you know if it's you? Well, did you think about them today? Did you watch anything about them today, yesterday, any time during this week, anything about them? Then that's going to probably resonate with this, all right? If not, I'll ask something at the end for you, all right? But this is going to suggest in that scenario that first and foremost, your heart needs to be open. You need to base... the Ace of Cups is a great card talking about the way that you perceive things. And it sounds like from the chat, some of you are already there, all right? But be optimistic and open and ready for new love, right? Page of Pentacles. That suggests in some cases for some of you may need to initiate. All right. This is also not something that some of you want to hear, but the Page of Pentacles is one of those cards that doesn't wait for somebody else to do it. They will actually go and do it. All right. So this means that either it's suggesting put more energy in as far as to make sure that you are ready and open for love, or the other option is that you need to go and initiate it. Go after what you want instead of waiting around for it. Even though it may be acceptable or assumed that the other person should come to you. I guess, you know, if you're a female, that's going to be expected, but it's actually suggesting the opposite here. All right, it also suggests 4 of Swords in reverse, and that is directly coming back to the 8 of Swords here, that if you are still carrying some type of past baggage or something like that, you need to resolve that first. Because guaranteed why this was coming up as paramount, because it's suggesting once you're over, for sure, that you're done with this, then you'll know when to invest your time into opening back up to, I don't know, find a new romantic option. My assumption is that it's suggesting in some ways that this hasn't taken place. In other words, healing or getting over whatever this shit is. That's why it's coming up. All right? If it doesn't apply to you, it doesn't apply to you. Okay, what's next coming for our Aquarius as far as love, new love? We want to know something that's coming to Aquarius, not something Aquarius has to do. Six of Cups. There may be a potential ex-partner of some sort, somebody from the past that you have already had contact with, already gone around the block with, that is going to come back in for you. All right. Why is Aquarius, or who is this person? This ex-partner or person from the past? It may not be someone that you've dated, though. Let's find out. But you did have some good memories with this person over there. We got Page of Swords here. So this is probably suggesting somebody that you've, I would assume, like, didn't have like a lot of, I don't want to say progress with, but it's somebody that you kind of went back and forth with. But I don't know, not getting that it really amounted to anything, but I am getting that you did have some type of like good, I don't know, good memories with this person. All right, something that kind of stuck with you about whoever this was, but I don't think it really went anywhere. Tell me, why is this Page of Swords coming back for Aquarius regarding love and romance? So they're wanting to communicate with you about what? I would imagine this person could be a little bit of a impulsive individual, or somebody that could come across as a little bit more not as mature as you. Tell me more. Moon. About what? So this is kind of suggesting that they've overcome something, or they're no longer in confusion. Like they're coming back, and so they wouldn't tell you this, Aquarius, but what it is suggesting is that this is why, when you're asking why now? Why now? Why is this person that seemed to not really give a shit before suddenly coming in? Because I'm no longer in confusion. I see clearly now. And you're it, apparently. Double moon. This person could be spiritual. Just so you know. This person definitely could have a... The moon upright, to get it twice like that suggests that this person could be... Yeah, could be... I'm getting like clairvoyant. Or premonitions. I don't know why I'm getting that, Aquarius, but just it's coming to me like strongly. Something about that. The moon energy is it does talk about mystery. It does talk about psychic like senses. It can talk about things that are hidden from sight, the unknowns, mystery, a lot of spirituality, spiritual power. Queen of Swords. Jeez Louise. It's like this person knows, it almost suggests like this person is actually pretty intelligent. They got Page, Knight, and they got Queen. Of Swords, all upright. So, does this person know what the fuck they're doing? Apparently they do. We got Magician reversed here, though. Why is that here? Please, for the love of all that is good and holy, tell me something not so bad with this Magician reverse. That took a 180 there. Tell me about the Magician reverse here. The Sun. Why is... How does this pertain to... Oh, the Queen is you, Aquarius. Because this is the Knight. So this is why they're charging him. So Aquarius, this is a person that feel that they haven't been able to basically get something started with you, but you make them very happy. Alright, but they feel that you are on guard to them, or suspicious or wary about this person. That's the lighter note. So this is somebody that potentially is either a new person, which I'm leaning towards. It could be somebody that you've had history with, but it didn't really go anywhere, Aquarius. The problem is that for whatever reason, it fizzled off. Either it fizzled off or just kind of died away on its own. And I don't think there was much of a serious connection or anything like that around with whoever this person is. Now, they're almost projecting that you are kind of in this energy. It's not them. I made a mistake with that. Magician in reverse going to the sun suggests that, like I said, you probably do make them happy, but they haven't been able to get anything off the ground, or there was no success between you two, or it just never really went there, or it wasn't even touched on. Because the sun going to the magician reverse can almost suggest like it was something that wasn't even discussed. All right, but for some reason, again, this is how they would perceive you. All right, the only reason I'm saying that's you is because the knight is going directly towards the queen here, suggesting that it's their energy. So, and it would make sense with the knight of swords here. Fast energy. So this person wants to come in, but they're expecting that you're going to be a bit resistant to it. But they know that you know about them. But for some reason, they seem to have some degree of clarity now. I mean, yeah. So if you're wondering why they're here, it's because you apparently you make them happy, and they're no longer confused. Good for them. Good for them. I'm not seeing anything as far as manipulation or anything though, so I guess it'll be your choice there, Aquarius. Alright, one more card for Aquarius. New love for Aquarius. What else? Anything else? Yeah, whoever this person is fire predominantly showing up as air. Like almost exclusively. And water would be second. And a hint of fire. The fire is only there because they're trying to make moves. Devil is showing up for you as your third message. So this is somebody that... Uh-oh. So this is the one... This is probably the one you blew this person off. So this person got the shit end of the stick here. This is the one that you have problems with. This is somebody... Actually, no, I take that back because you may not even want this person. This is a person that's obsessive, controlling, somebody that you've... I don't know, you've done something to Aquarius. You've done something to this person to make them desire you quite a lot. Unless it's just something else. Why is the devil showing up here? For Aquarius's love life and what Aquarius can expect? I mean, I don't know. Why does Aquarius need to know about this? Judgment in reverse. Okay. So... Why is this a problem for Aquarius? Or what is this? What can we expect from this thing? I'm just kidding. This person that cares a lot about Aquarius. What can we expect from this? Okay, I'll tell you in a second, just to keep the suspense. So if Aquarius is not going to do anything towards this, then why is it here? Because this is really another mindfuck. Actually, no. Why is this person actually showing up? That's what we should know. Okay. And what is their intentions? What is their intention? Their true intentions, not the bullshit ones. The true intentions. Oh, why? 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 That's all we need to know. Alright, just, no, do from Darkwood Tarot. Sorry, stick around, Aquarius, because this one's a saucy one. Why the Ace of Swords in reverse? Why? I mean, what the fuck is the, I gotta word this very carefully. Alright, so let me just tell you where we're at, because I know people are gonna get annoyed now. This is suggesting that you do have also whoever this person is it's going to be an X, hands down, all right? Is it the Ten of Cups in reverse one? You be the judge of that, I don't know. Could be, hell, that could be someone else. It could be a family member for all I know. But I was getting more of those relationships. This is a person that you've had a very hard time moving on from, Aquarius. Devil energy can talk about feeling chained to them, never being able to get out of the situation. Every time you do, you find your way back in. You might find them irresistible. You might always focus on them, think about them, or even when you think that you've moved on, you just suddenly, we're back together again. I don't know what happened. It's just something like that. But this person also could be problematic in that you keep trying to maybe move on from them, or you separate or distance yourself, but then they just keep coming back. All right. This could be somebody that is controlling, obsessive, or just always seems to know how to get under your skin or what to say or what to do. It's just problems, right? There could be some degree of sexual lust here on their side or your side or mutual. I don't know. Both could just physically like each other. But there is strong imbalance. You guys are, it's one-sided here, or there's just, you guys don't get along, period. All right. It's suggesting that you are showing up here, Aquarius, in Queen of Wands in reverse energy, suggesting that you, for some reason, are, well, you're not making any moves towards this person. All right. You're choosing not to. Ten of Pentacles first. That's the card I was sliding out here. So you kind of feel that a long-term commitment isn't possible with this person, or just it's just no point. All right. Now, being a queen there suggests that you have actually put quite a bit of time in there, but now that it's reversed, suggesting you won't entertain it, and it also suggests you could even be a little bit aggressive or angry or towards this person from time to time. Judgment in reverse is also showing up. In other words, again, you kind of are aware of the problems and issues, but there's just things about it that stick with you. All right. This person is showing up as, wait for it, the King of Wands. Coming back for, what's my lady doing? Or my guy doing? It could be, I mean, even if you're a man, it's going to suggest they're in the masculine role. Or a dominant female role. So this is most, if it's a female, if you're a guy and this is a female, it's a player, hands down, no questions asked, because generally all the player are going to be in masculine, guy or girl. All right. Now, what are they coming back about? Two of Cups in reverse. Basically, the connection, the breakup, essentially. You guys not being together. What is it? Then what is it clarifying to? The Ten of Swords. So this person's keenly aware. Let's think about it. If you're in this energy and they're in this energy, what does that tell you? It probably suggests that they're aware that they're ones that screwed you over in some ways, or something around that. I mean, if you're the one that did it to them, why would they be coming to you? So they must have done something. They fucked the connection, or, just walked away from it. Now, the problem is that is this peach over here being serious? Because this would suggest that they actually want to try and resolve, because they know that you are in this energy because of this. They know. They're not stupid, all right? So the problem is that they're coming in to kind of address it. But guess what? There's something that they're not quite disclosing to you. Going to the Page of Wands in reverse. So I need to clarify that first. That's where I left off on. So now that you're all caught up, let's find out what this Page of Wands is about. Why the Page of Wands in reverse? This tells us one thing with the page being reversed and the Wands energy under this Ace of Swords in reverse. Warning! It means this person's going to be steering things in a different direction other than what they're telling you. There it is. This person's going to lead it into... Oh, what a fucker. There you go. What is the other sword? Oh, God. So we got the Queen of Cups, and let me try and look at it any other way here. What would be the intention behind the Ace of Swords in reverse? I mean, is there something positive that I'm missing here? Like they want to talk about that? Or is this really as bad as it is? Tell me about this King of Wands upright. Coming towards Aquarius. High likelihood of X. Why Ace of Swords in reverse? What is their agenda behind the Ace of Swords in reverse? So we got a Justice and the Nine of Wands here. But that came out before the question. So I'm going to draw one more card and we'll see by comparison. If both are positive, then it's good. What is their agenda behind the Ace of Swords in reverse going down to the clarifying cards? Give me one card. Hangman in reverse, clarify that. So Aquarius, here's the thing. All right, so I'm gonna revise what I just said. I don't think it's per se bad, but I'm still, I don't know. My gut's kind of like, I don't know what to think about this. Essentially, here's what it's saying. Everything I pretty much told you about, you know, who this person is, right? You've had some history. Now, it would suggest in some ways when it comes to this, all right, most times I would think it would be them trying to conceal it or hide it from you, but it almost kind of paints it in the light like they're addressing it, all right? Why? Because justice is here, Nine of Wands. In other words, they're willing to put some work into trying to resolve whatever issue this is. The Chariot here going to the Hangman in reverse suggests overcoming obstacles or barriers. So this isn't really that bad. Because the Page of Wands in reverse is oftentimes scattered energy or it's going in a different direction. In other words, things never went anywhere. And where would it go? Of course, in the confusion. Stuck, stagnant. Are we doing something? Is it what's going on with the love, the chemistry, the, you know, between us, the deep emotions? Do we have a chance here? That's where it was before. So it kind of suggests like this person's willing to talk about it. The problem is that if you already know, and also about potentially, I guess if you were a significant love of this person, they might even talk about that too. So the question is, why would they suddenly do this all of a sudden? Well, whoa. We got Queen of Swords in reverse and the Two of Cups. So it almost suggests here, Aquarius, that they're doing it because you guys are not communicating with each other and they want the connection back together. But what is their purpose? I mean, why would they just so they can talk to the cards? I don't understand this. This is what's not making sense about this message here, and why I'm spending so much time on it. Is it suggesting somebody that screwed you over? They want to come back, and they want to fix things, but it's not really giving me a reason as to why, like, what is their actual motive behind that? I mean, clearly, if they did this last time, then what happened to that? Is it just gone? They slept it off? It says they're over it. I don't know, Aquarius. I don't know what to make of this, but... Alright, advice for Aquarius? One card shot out. It says for you to come out of conflict with this person. What happens if this person was, like, super bad for Aquarius, or, like, toxic, or treated Aquarius poorly? What should Aquarius do? Because if that's the case, I don't think you should go back to this person for any reason. Okay, so, Aquarius, for those of you that obviously know for a fact that the person, that maybe this resonates with you, but if you know this person was physically abusive, or verbally abusive, or you know that this person is just... they've shown you all their colors, right? And, you know, there's limits to everything, even with tarot. It's suggesting you need to walk away from that, all right? If that is the case, and you know that we're talking about an abuser here, walk away. This doesn't apply, all right? This is only going to apply if you guys, I guess, I don't know, you can be in a rough patch or whatever like that, but you're going to have to decide what this is, all right? Because this can be describing abusive situations, all right? So, obviously you see a person literally on the ground here. Okay, so use your judgment there, Aquarius, but it's all in or all out, because, I mean, if you don't believe anything this person says, then I wouldn't even entertain seeing them, because you already know, I've just told you what they're going to probably try to do. How's Aquarius going to react to this? Emperor in reverse? Why? Oh, so you're going to see this, Aquarius, it's suggesting here that your perception is when this person shows up, you're going to believe that they are up to no good again. Emperor in reverse is just bad leader, bad decisions. You already think that this person's going to be up to no good. How should Aquarius react when this person shows up? Spirit. So it's suggesting here, Aquarius, if this person shows up, my God, I swear, do not blame me. I think no, this is a take it or leave it kind of thing here, Aquarius. But it's suggesting, I can't even believe what I'm seeing here because the tarot normally doesn't say this, but it's suggesting literally that you're gonna, as I said, be up, like defensive towards this person, expecting the bad to happen, or them to be up to no good. All right, but again, it's told you already that you need to come out of conflict, and now it's suggesting what you should be doing if they show up is Nine of Wands in reverse. In other words, lowering the barriers. In other words, because Nine of Wands is someone fighting the last battle, the wounded warrior. It's somebody that's kind of like, I'm ready for anything, bitch. You know, like I can take another few blows. You know, I'm not gonna back down. This is my fort. But when it's reversed, it's like, stop fighting. You know, it's like it's a time and place when you need to kind of lower your guard. But my God, I don't know. Anyways, Aquarius, that's what I got for you. What about this other person? This other person that Aquarius barely knows, if that is a thing for some of my viewers. I mean, how's Aquarius going to react to that? Oh, Aquarius. Oh, you're going to react to this person? No wonder this was coming out. Where the fuck was it? Hang on, I gotta tell you this. Remember this one, the Ace of Cups? You know why I was telling you to basically... It's suggesting, well, this shit show is going on over here for some of you. I understand it's not all of you, but for those of you that's happening, it's suggesting that this other person that's trying to get your attention, or so to speak, you're gonna perceive it as it's just a pile of work. It's a lot of work. Strength in reverse. I don't really have any faith in that going anywhere. It's kind of like writing it off. No wonder it was suggesting this in the beginning. So it's predicting in some ways two things here. The X will come back where they'll get most of your attention, and then whoever this other person will just kind of be a side thing. That'll probably come, and you'll just write it off before they even get started here, for whatever reason. I know a lot of you are going to be like, I'm not going to do that. Well, apparently it's suggesting you will. What would happen if Aquarius didn't do any of that? Did the opposite with this other person that's not the crazy ex? What would happen if Aquarius didn't write it off? Two of Wands, why? It's not what I was expecting. Clarify it? Is that good or bad? What's the other one? So it's suggesting here you would then be in a decision on whether you want to, I guess invest. Oh, yeah, we already know this though. All right, so it's basically saying and whether you would want to basically entertain it or give into it. Well, let's assume that Aquarius does the Six of Pentacles, then what? What happens after the Six of Pentacles, assuming Aquarius does Six of Pentacles towards this other person? Wow. Would be a relationship. Why? Then what is the reason? Why is Aquarius not paying attention to it then? It's obviously not that special, I suppose. Why is Aquarius not giving it attention or writing it off? What's the main reason for that? Saying you're shut off, you're too like it's like almost like you're perceiving like you're too much spending too much time almost being shut off, or you get like you're giving off the impression in some ways like you're not available, or not sure maybe what you want. Four of Pentacles in reverse, it's almost suggesting that you don't seem to be very free, or kind of a free-spirited person, or just kind of an open kind of person, suggesting that you're really closed off, restricted, Aquarius. Why is Aquarius giving that impression? Because I know a lot of our viewers are going to be like, I don't think I do that. What is Aquarius actually doing then? That's giving this impression. Or where's that coming from? Or what is the reason for that? Surely can't be everyone. Why the King of Wands? Can't be this other person. You can't. Surely it's almost suggesting that because of this person is why you're doing that. Because of you not wanting to be taken because you think that you'll be with this person? Well, what does it have to do with the King of Wands? This ex-partner. It has to be this ex. It has to, because we just literally talked about them. Because you're still thinking you might work it out with this person. Fuck no. That's what it's suggesting. Well, is Aquarius doing this at a conscious level? Because they're gonna probably, some people are gonna say they're not doing that. Page of Wands, Aurawest. I don't understand that. Hierophant. I don't know what that's. I don't know what that's saying there, Aquarius. How does Aquarius perceive, based on what I've just told Aquarius now, how does the audience perceive how they're showing up? In love. You perceive the Lovers in reverse? So it's almost like, why the Lovers in reverse? I mean, okay, well, that's actually showing that you're getting over something? It would have to be that you had a connection that you've walked away from. But why would you perceive yourself like that? Wow, this shot right to the audience. Magician in reverse. The fuck? How do we have it twice here for Aquarius? That you're not going to be able to. God, it's coming back to this fucking person again. I don't know, Aquarius. I don't know what to tell you. It's literally suggesting that there's such a high focus on this. It's like something, because I don't know what to tell you. It just keeps, it's showing the same message over and over. I mean, for what about Aquariuses that aren't dealing with an ex, then what am I supposed to tell them? Clarify 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Why, if they're not dealing with an ex, why does that even pertain or matter to them? So in that case, if you're not dealing with an ex for an Aquarius, then it's suggesting that, well, then you need to stop worrying about if you're going to ever have a soulmate for some of you. But I don't know how that's relating to the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh no, this could almost suggest here, this is probably suggesting in some ways for those of you that are in that predicament, you're not dealing with an ex, it's that you are kind of having a scarcity kind of, I don't know, dry spell, dry period, whatever you want to call it. I think it is causing a little bit of, well, Nine of Swords is a big card. It is saying it's stressing you out quite a bit. All right, Lovers in reverse is also showing up here. So that would kind of imply that either you're probably just never going to get the choice of a soulmate or never going to have one. All right, or I don't know, maybe you'll never, that can't be an ex of some sort. Because the question's saying if you don't have an ex, right? But scarcity mindset, and then it's saying in some ways like you wondering if you're going to ever come out of it. Will you ever basically find a solution? Because 5 of Pentacles, when it's reversed, is suggesting that it's an exiting of bad times. So it's like your dry spell would be over. Alright. I mean, what should Aquarius do in that situation then? One card of advice. What would help Aquarius if they're not dealing with an ex? What's the advice then? So Knight of Cups in reverse. That is a problem one there because it's telling you there, Aquarius, that the issue there is that your heart's shut off or you're not making an effort to go out. You're kind of just saying, fuck it. Yeah, I want that, but I'm not going to, I'm not going out and doing nothing. uh, they can just come to me. That's a problem for some of you, and for others of you, it's also suggesting you're just shut off to any offer. Clarify this Knight of Cups reverse. Is it Aquarius shut off or talking about movement? Tower in reverse. So you kind of have this perception that I've already, I've been down that road and I know what you're selling. I'm not buying. It's kind of one of those attitudes, suggesting this is a person that's kind of carrying some. I mean, that's a weird way to explain it because it's almost suggesting like you're wanting something, but if it were to come, it's like you already have a reason to kind of be like on guard for it. Tell me more about this Tower in reverse. Why is that influencing to the Knight of Cups in reverse for Aquarius? I need more cards. Fuck. I really need more tarot cards. I need more tarot cards like that. Why the Tower in reverse? Nine of Cups in reverse. Not happy. Fuck, man. What's causing the Nine of Cups in reverse? It's suggesting that your mood, your perception about how things have gone in your past, maybe it's from a scarcity mindset or whatever like that, or just your lack of options or whatever hasn't been the best. You're not too optimistic about it. Temperance in reverse, High Priestess in reverse. You felt that there's been too many secrets, too many like, no, not secrets. There could have been a lot of just, God, this just goes on and on and on. Tell me about the High Priestess in reverse. Two of Wands. So there's been indecision about which way to go about things in context to either a person or type of person or kind of relationship that you want. And it's also suggesting there's been imbalance. Or you've been unable to basically find stability as far as finding the right kind of person for you or how they fit in with your life or with your lifestyle. And therefore, it's kind of causing frustration that's leading towards some degree of you feeling upset with yourself. Not in that you're being a Debbie Downer completely, but it's leading to some type of internal sense that you're just not really having the kind of outcomes that you should really, I don't know, you might feel that you deserve, right? But in some ways, it's reverting, all of that reverts back to this Tower in reverse, suggesting that you did have some type of romantic connection at some point that was very meaningful to you, and it ended, and you still, to some extent, use it as a landmark. That's where it burnt down. And that's kind of where a lot of it's influencing about how you choose which person to be with and who not to entertain. So it's kind of suggesting overall that there's a selective mentality where it's like, and if they meet the criteria, then yes, I will entertain it. But if they don't, it's that. It's saying that is directly hurting you. Because of the fact that you don't know what is best for you. And it's saying it's sending you offers that get discarded, and the ones that are actually lucrative or would go somewhere get ignored. But I'm like, I would assume that you just didn't think they're attractive or something. I don't know. Fuck. Well, what offers is Aquarius entertaining then? I mean, fuck, they're on a kind of a love read and what they need to know. What offers are they entertaining? They're not dealing with an ex. Again, it kind of suggests you're not. Ten of Wands and Seven of Wands. You're on defensive. You think it's a pile of work. It's too much work, actually, to do anything. Or it's a chore, or it's just like it's a lot to have to try and find the right kind of person. Tell me about the Ten of Wands. What is driving this? This can't be completely right. Or you think it's going to be an uphill battle. There, look. You think it's going to take a lot of work. It's like the Queen of Wands is like you have to put your time, energy. She dresses really well, so it's like talking about putting on your best. it's you showing up in exciting ways. Sexuality, it's talking about all that stuff, chemistry, the whole nine yards, to really kind of sell it to someone. And the problem is that this is how your perception is. It's suggesting like, fuck that, dude. I don't have time for that. But it's not really. And again, it's coming back to, what do I want? What do I want? There's like too many choices. I mean, for those Aquarius that are in that, just one more card of advice and I'm done. One more card of advice. No. What should Aquarius do if a suitor comes along that they don't initially think is the one for them? What should Aquarius do? Before you write it off, what should Aquarius do? The Seven of Swords. Oh. Okay, I see what it's saying there. What specifically with the Seven of Swords energy? What specifically? Aquarius, so going to the Seven of Swords here, to Nine of Cups, very important. This is your last piece of advice to this. If you, all right, and this might be a hint, I would assume that Spirit's going to be sending something down the, who knows, down the road here. You'll have your, for some of you, it's going to be just the X drama, whatever you're focused on, right? All right. And then for all of us, it's talking about working on kind of your own, like I said, your own heart, your own feelings, how you perceive things, how you approach love. And then it's talking about this other person, which we already kind of clarified, wants to rush in, somebody you don't really know, whatever like that, you've kind of rid off. It's suggesting that you didn't really take off with, or for one reason or another, but it's more so leaning towards your side, saying like you didn't really think that this person was much of someone that you wanted to be with. So now we get to this part where it's like, well, that person comes along, right? It could be others, right? Saying you're shut off to love. So what do we do about that? All right? Some of you are going to say, oh, I'm not. I'm open to everything. Well, according to this, it's suggesting you're being very highly selective on who you want. So you are correct. You are open up to certain things, but it's like a filter. It's like, it's like no, 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 yes, no, no, yes type thing. It's suggesting that is apparently not going to plan here. It's not working out for you because you're very cautious on who you want to spend or put this time in. It's like, I'm giving this to one fucker, just one. So I gotta make sure this is a good fucker, all right? Because I'm just not wasting any more of my time. Because of what happened the last time? Not this Aquarius. This is kind of how, I mean, maybe not this extreme, all right? But there's frustrations here, Aquarius, and there's a lot of like analytical thinking around this. But it's saying that, again, there's been potential people that would have been good relationships for you. Take it or leave it. But the problem is that you overlooked them. And it's suggesting that happened because of just about everything I've just explained. All right? Now, I don't know how Spirit looks at the physical department, because maybe you just didn't like them, you know, how they looked or whatever. I don't know. But it's suggesting you should potentially, if somebody comes along, provided that they're not horrendous, right, and you can somewhat see yourself at least having coffee with them, it's suggesting you should at least try to put effort into it. And you should also take the time to do something different. And that is Seven of Swords going to Nine of Cups. This is how it's showing you right now and in the past. Nine of Cups in reverse. Things never work out. They always fucking go wrong. All right? Whatever I try to manifest to happen never actually happens. It's saying, first off, you need to manifest what you want. And number two, you need to know that it's going to be successful. All right? How the Seven of Swords is coming into here is as a card of strategizing, planning. All right? It's telling you need to make a plan about exactly what you want. Because according to this, you don't know what you want. That's why the Seven of Cups was showing up here. It's too much confusion. I don't know. You know, it'll just happen. You know, and who knows? And this is also the fairy tale land where it's like something will just fall out of the sky. It's telling you that's not going to work. So here's what you got to do. Because I think this is also referencing in relation to manifestation here, Aquarius, that if you can actually 100% conclusively say exactly what you're looking for, you may not get it carbon copy, but it will come in for you. But the thing is that if you do at least get some type of opportunity, first entertain it before you fucking send it south, all right? But it's your choice there, your choice, all right? Don't force yourself to do something you don't want to do. It's just charity. Anyways, Aquarius, that was a monster reading that violated almost every kind of rule that this reading was supposed to be about, which was primarily keep it short. I think we were 1 hour and 15 minutes, but I was having fun with it, so I don't really care. That's fine though. I'll do the next sign tomorrow. We'll see how long that goes for. Hope you guys like that. I'll have to obviously shorten these, but I don't know. I got really into the Aquarius read for once. And normally Aquarius readings are hard for, I don't know, I hear a lot of people say Aquarius readings are hard to read or something like that, but not with an Aqua. Just kidding. Alright, let me check the chat here. I didn't think I read any of the message. Oh, Leo in the Blues has been here this whole time. Thanks, Leo in the Blues. Appreciate you. Haven't seen you in a while. I was actually going to do Aquarius and Leo. Oh my god, I was actually going to do fucking Leo today. What time is it? It's 9:23. Fuck. The only reason I can't is because we have people sleeping. Damn it. Maybe I could do it in my car. I don't know. I'll consider it. I might do it in my car. Let's see. But thank you, Leo in the Blues. Good seeing you. Self-sabotage and deception. Well, in what context? Are we? What? I don't know when you're asked saying that. What that was about. Oh, and Justine. Oh, we had a donation there. Corbell Roland. Thank you for making Aqua first in your free read. Oh, yeah, no problem. I mean, well, I always pretty much, because I'm an Aquarius, I generally always do Aquarius like last or whatever. Or on the back burner. And the only reason is because I feel like I'm going to get flamed because I'm an Aquarius. They're going to say, you're just reading for your own sign all the time. So that's why I do that. But today I was like, yeah, we're doing Aquarius first because it intuitively came to me. Yeah, so anyways, I don't think we'll have a whole lot of people, but yeah, I'm gonna get off now. I suppose it's an hour and 17 minutes. Yeah, so if you guys, like I said, if I do come on, it's gonna be in the car, but I don't know, I'll just see, because I'm kind of bummed. But if I were to go in the car, I would probably do it within, if I'm on, it would be in about 2 hours, an hour and a half, 2 hours. And I would probably do Leo. And then I would do... Who was the other signs? Oh, Pisces. Actually, no, I'm not feeling... Just Leo for now. I don't know about who the third sign would be. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.